So, wow, simply wow, amazing. Let's try to break down this Death Stranding gameplay trailer that's already reaching close to 3 million views on the PlayStation YouTube channel. And I've been analyzing this Hideo Kojima trailer, and I've been taking some notes here. As you can see, I've been taking some notes, and I've been trying to connect the dots. So please bear with me as I go through this trailer, as I go through this video, because I really want you guys to kind of like pay attention to some of the things that I have connected with what I was seeing here on this trailer. Uh, so first and foremost, okay, what's the beginning of this trailer? What is the beginning of the trailer letting us know? It's letting us know there's a new history that begins. A new history begins. What does that mean? It means whatever it is that we knew in the past, it's over with. We can forget about that. This is the new beginning of the new history, a new chapter of something. Probably post-apocalyptic new chapter, because we do see a lady that's on her almost a deathbed in some kind of like hospice treatment, where Sam, who's played by Norman Reedus, it's telling her that you know, you're not the president anymore. I guess this lady was the president, and now she's not the president anymore. And he's trying to tell her that you're not the president of the jack shit. You know, it doesn't mean anything anymore. But it also tells me that Sam was probably a secret service or something. That he was somebody who worked in the Oval Office in the White House over here, and tells me that Norman Reedus, this guy Sam, probably knows a little bit more about what went down, why this world went down to shit, and what really happened, and who's behind it, and what's going on, you know, like what's the real reality, and then what's the programmed reality that we have been indoctrinated to. Uh, and again, as you can look at the trailer, it says clearly those who cannot break connection, and then you got those who struggle to break connection, and it says history repeats, begins, history, new history begins, and then it says those who cannot break connection. And who are those who cannot break connections? And then who are those who are struggling to break the connection? Connection from what? And that's why, taking these notes, that's why I was trying to analyze all of this and go through all these notes right here to try to figure this out. Um, so this just shows you just how compelling and groundbreaking Hideo Kojima is when it comes to storytelling. All of his video games, from Metal Gear, all of the Metal Gear series, Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, 3, 4, and even 5, they were letting us know about something. There was something there's always a message there, and that's the thing about Hideo Kojima games, is there's always a message there. Even in Guns of the Patriots, even in Sons of Liberty, there's always a meaning to everything. And that's what I personally believe makes Hideo Kojima very unique video game storyteller. Some of, I mean, his video games honestly are even better than movies. They're even better than the blockbuster movies that I have seen in the past. Um, and there's other characters, obviously. Cliff, who is Cliff? Cliff Mad Mickelson's, who is he? You know, uh, what's the connection between Sam and Cliff, and who is Cliff? Is Cliff part of something uh, that's uh, different dimension? That's a different side. That's a different entity, different dimension out there. Who is he? Who is Cliff? Then you got the Fragile. a lady that you just saw here, a fragile, the blonde lady, played by Leah Sidwalks, and then you got another one called a Mama, played by Margaret Qualley. Uh, these characters are playing a very unique role that I see here in this trailer. And there's also the BTs. Who are the BTs? The baddies. Uh, the only thing I could come up with is that the BTs, the baddies, are connected to a dev streaming connection to the other side. The other side that is trying to contain and keep the those who want to break from the connection to be kept in that connection and not break free. It's kind of like Matrix. Honestly, it does have a little bit of that Matrix deja vu that I'm looking at here, but it's totally different. It's a totally more deeper rabbit hole. Okay. So constantly he's reminding us those who cannot break. That's Cliff. Those who cannot break from the connection. What is the connection? Here we see something in the past, World War II, World War One. Why are we seeing the World War One and World War Two? Why are we going back in the past? So, what's really going on? Are we part of the program? Are we like part of some kind of simulation reality that has been put forth by these so-called, if you want to call them gods? Uh, so it's a very, very interesting trailer. You know, this is just my theories. You know, this is just me giving out my theories uh, and trying to give my own, approach to it. I could be wrong totally. I don't know what's going on in Hideo Kojima's mind. Uh, Only Hideo Kojima knows, what's really going on here. And I think that's what makes this game so unique and so groundbreaking. I personally think that this game, it's going to be a big seller, a top-notch this holiday season. This right here, this game is going to be selling out millions of copies, and there's no question about that in my mind. And hopefully Microsoft takes notes and learns something from PlayStation and learns something from their mistakes. Because let's face it, I mean, Microsoft and Xbox really hasn't delivered anything substantially super great or super groundbreaking since Xbox 360. 2013 has been really a downfall of the Xbox. Xbox really hasn't delivered anything substantially great like this. PlayStation, it's really sitting pretty. By the way, this game, it's going to be available on the PlayStation 5, and it's cool that Hideo Kojima, it's giving us the PlayStation 4 Pro version first, and then come 2020, he will give us a PlayStation 5 version with much higher detail and much higher graphical fidelity with real-time ray tracing. I'm sure we'll see real-time ray tracing with this version, and it's going to be cool to play this game again on a PlayStation 5 with a real-time ray tracing. So that's going to be pretty cool. November 8th. Now I want to talk about November 8th. Why is this date so significant? Well, for those of you, who were not, for those of you who were born in 2006 or 2007, obviously you guys will have any recollection of this. But for those of you who are my generation, or for those of you who were born in 1989 or 1990s, you are pretty much aware of PlayStation 2, and Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty. Now, Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty was released on November 13th, 2001. What a coincidence that this game, it's being released on November 8th. Just 9, 10, 11, 12, just 5 days or 4 days shy of Metal Gear Solid 2 release date. And that's interesting. Now, is this done on purpose? I think Hideo Kojima likes to kind of leave some breadcrumbs. He likes to leave Easter eggs. He likes to leave clues for you guys to figure that out. Even if you watch his, even if you follow Hideo Kojima, his Twitter feed, his Twitter page, uh, the way he takes the photos, and if you look at his photos, if you examine his photos, it's almost like a pub quiz. You have to connect the dots. You have to figure out like what's the meaning of this photo? Why is he showing this photo? What's going on with this photo? And that's just how Hideo Kojima is. He wants you to figure things out for yourself. He doesn't want to tell you everything. He wants you to figure it out. And I think that's the geniuses of Hideo Kojima, Mr. Kojima himself, is the fact that everything he does, he wants you to figure that out. He wants you to, for you personally, to give your own opinions and thoughts. What do you think this means? And that's the same thing with this game, with this trailer. This trailer is giving us all sorts of different clues. There's that lady who was probably a former president, and he was probably her Secret Service guy. How do I know that he was a Secret Service guy? Well, let me go back over here a little bit, and I'm gonna show you what I mean here. Let me go back over here from the beginning, and I'm gonna show you exactly what I mean. I'm gonna pause the video, and I'm gonna show you the photo. And you're gonna see the photo where you see Sam, and then you see this lady. See, like right here, and that's him, and that's probably his wife, and that's the president right there, the president of the United States. So this tells me that he was a Secret Service. He was a Secret Service, that he worked for this lady president, and there's a connection there. And I think Sam was probably privy to some secret stuff that was going on, that he might have known about, what's really happening with reality, and who's controlling what, who's on top of things. He was probably privy to some stuff because he was very close to the president right here. And see, you have to examine the trailer. That's what I do, guys. I take notes. I examine things. I look at everything, and there's the notes right there. I also posted it on the my YouTube feed. So you have to pay attention to these things. Now, I could be wrong about a lot of this stuff here. I'm just giving you my clues. I'm giving you my thoughts and opinions, and my theory. But this is for sure. Now I'm sure we know that he was a Secret Service. There's the lady present, there's the flag, and then you're gonna see him talking to post-apocalyptic Oval Office with the president, as you will see right here. You're gonna see right now. There it is. You're gonna see it in a minute. Right here after this scene. Now we know that he was there. You see, there's the Oval Office. That's him right there. And there's the lady president. So we know that he was connected with her, and he was very close to her. That's why you saw that photo of Sam. So that also tells me that he was privy to some very sensitive stuff, like very high up sensitive stuff that only those who need to know knew about it. And I think that's why he was able to, to break free from this whole death streaming connection to the other side. There's probably some rogue group out there that was able to figure out the way to tether to a different dimension, and that other dimension, they were able to control other things. And that's my theory. Now death streaming could mean so many different things. It could mean that there is a entity out there that's controlled by some rogue groups who want to keep everything controlled, who want to have pretty much everything in programmed, almost like a programmed control type life form. That's why they're showing these babies and everything. Now, these are my theories, guys. I want you to understand something. I mean, I didn't write the script for this. I don't know. I'm just guessing here, giving you my honest opinions and thoughts and theories. I could be wrong. Okay. Now, there's a lot of theories, about dimensions. Some people believe in that. Some people believe that there's many different versions of me out there in the different dimensions, uh, and that there's many different look-alike planets out there on other different dimensions. Now, bridges. This is important part. What is the bridges? This bridges. This company bridges. What is that? Is this something that was formed with the government after the fall of the United States? Is this something? See the bridges. See, let's go back. See, you'll see that bridges, and you see United States, and it says bridges. So something happened. Something happened, uh, and Sam was privy to the information of what was going to happen and who's behind it. Now, the big question is, what is the death streaming, and what does that mean? And who's controlling it, and what's the purpose of it? Now, let's talk about the graphics and the gameplay of this game. If you look at this Decima engine, it's just simply mind-blowing. Decima engine, it's definitely one of my favorite engines out there. And this is PlayStation 4 Pro. What you're looking at here, it's a PlayStation 4 Pro 4K footage. Uh, Now, this is PlayStation 4 Pro. Just try and imagine how groundbreaking this is going to look on a PlayStation 5 with a real-time ray tracing. Just try to imagine how groundbreaking this is going to look on a PlayStation 5, especially if they can do checkerboard 8K. Now, I also believe this is going to be an open world game, kind of like Metal Gear, Ground Zeroes, Metal Gear, Phantom Pain. It's not going to be like totally, like massively open world, but it's going to be an open world, kind of like Days Gone open world. Don't expect this to be like, Red Dead Redemption type of an open world. I think it's going to be kind of like Days Gone, uh, limited open world. There's going to be some limitations here. But the key thing here is that Hideo Kojima is able to implement all of the above. He's able to implement very unique gameplay. He's able to implement very unique open world that's kind of limited, and that's what I'm guessing. And he's also able to implement a very, very, very deep, deep, down the rabbit hole, deep uh, story. Very immersive story, very striking story, and very uh, unique, rich characters here that we're gonna learn more and more. You're gonna have to play this game more than once to truly understand it. Just like it took me four playthroughs, spoilers warning, till I find out that in Phantom Pain, that wasn't the big boss. That was the doctor. That was camouflaged as the big boss. The real big boss was not there on that shell. That was the decoy. But it took me 4 times to figure that out. But that just shows you how unique, Hideo Kojima is. And this is why, to me, he's the god of video games. And like you look at here, you can see that they're going back in past, like World War One, World War Two, and they're talking about the connection. What does that mean? So these are just my theories. Like I said, guys, I don't want you to take this for granted. Like, okay, I know this for a fact. I don't know any of this for a fact. I'm just letting you know what I'm seeing, and I'm letting you know what my analysis here is showing. I took the notes, I showed you the notes, I took the notes, and I wrote it down, and I'm trying to give my theory. This is just me trying to give a theory about what's going on. I don't want to compare this game to a Matrix, because I don't know 100%, you know, what really is going on. There's kind of similarities to the Matrix, but I think this is deeper than that. I think this is going to be deeper than that and bigger than that. So, and I'm also sure they're gonna have some surprised actors, characters in the game. You know, Hideo Kojima probably likes to do that. I don't think he's going to show us, and it's a good thing that you don't show us everything. And this is also a lesson learned for others. This is how you do a trailer. You don't tell us everything. The trailer, it's something that should get you interested. And I think this is one biggest problem with the movies today, is the trailer tells you everything. It tells you exactly what's going on, and you're like, did I just saw the movie? Did I just see the entire film? I think the video game trailer should be a combination of bits and pieces of the story here and there, mixed without any kind of spoilers, and then showing the gameplay without any substantial kind of a spoilers. That's the way I personally feel how the trailer should be and how the trailer of the video game should look like. And this is the one great example on how you make a really great, carefully put together video game trailer. And again, this is just proves Hideo Kojima. It's exactly what I've been telling everybody. When people ask me who's your favorite game director, game developer, Hideo Kojima. He's been doing this for 30 years and he never failed. And he's pretty much at this point, do we even have to introduce him? He's pretty much the god of video games. And again, let's go back to the Xbox just briefly here, shortly here. I want to say something about the Microsoft and the Xbox, and what I mean by missed opportunity when it comes to the Xbox. I just want to talk about this just briefly, very quick. When I talk about the missed opportunities on the Xbox, it's exactly this. You know, the Microsoft, the Phil Spencer, they knew that Hideo Kojima was leaving Konami and he was looking for a new place to start his company. Microsoft had plenty of opportunities to approach Kojima and welcome him in, but they never did that. And guess who took the advantage of that? Sony took the advantage of that. And this is the issue and one problem that I see with Microsoft. It's missed opportunity on everything. On the virtual reality, they still haven't. You haven't even tried the virtual reality. You haven't even tried that. You know, maybe people want to play Forza 7 on the VR headset. Maybe people want to play Halo on the VR headsets. Maybe people want to play Sea of Thieves on the VR headset. Maybe people want to play Forza Horizon 4 on the VR headsets. You know, or even a Crackdown, right? Crackdown 3. But they haven't even tried that. They haven't even considered that. And I want to say something else too. Guys, it doesn't matter how powerful your console is. Guys, I don't care if your Anaconda has two 2080 Ti's in the SLI. I don't care how powerful your console is. I don't care if you put 4 SLI 2080 Ti's with 11 gigabytes of GDDR6 and it's like some ridiculous 128 teraflops. I don't care. I don't care how powerful it is. If you're not going to harness that power to bring a unique experience, then it doesn't really mean anything. If you can't bring any kind of sort of unique experience, guys, it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean jack shit. It only means something if you can bring something exclusive. PlayStation's got plenty of exclusives. Just in look at the last month. What did we had in last month in April? Days Gone. Days Gone. What did we have from the Xbox, Microsoft in April? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Days Gone. PlayStation. And before that, there was the MLB The Show. Yes, it's a sports game, but hey, guess what? It's exclusive. And what do we have today? Today, we have another exclusive game that's on PlayStation VR called Blood and Truth. And it's only exclusive on PlayStation VR. And what do we got from Microsoft this week? What do we got from Microsoft for Memorial Day? You see what I'm trying to say, guys? And when I criticize a company, I'm criticizing the company because I want the company to be competitive. I want the company to bring some really great stuff. Now, granted, June is just around the corner. June the 9th. I can't wait to see the Xbox press conference. I really, listen, Microsoft, this is your opportunity. In 2 hours, you have Sony is giving you a heads up and giving you a benefit of a doubt. Sony is giving you a benefit of a doubt by letting you have 2 hours all for yourself on the E3 show. Phil Spencer, Microsoft, you have perfect opportunity here to show us something that you've been working on and you kept it behind the closed doors. Surprise us and show us something that's gonna make us go, wow, this is only on Anaconda, or the Xbox 2. If you don't bring anything substantially fresh and new, Microsoft, then that's it. Then you're just grinding it. You're just grinding. You're just making the ends meet. You're just trying to stay afloat. You're just trying to survive. Okay. I don't care how powerful your Anaconda is. I really don't care how powerful it is. Xbox One X is powerful as well, but where's the exclusives? Where are they? Since 2017, it's 2019 now. We haven't seen nothing. Come on, So, if you only show me Halo, and I will appreciate Halo, but Halo, it's something that has been, it's like the same wet towel that you've been using. The same wet towel you've been, drying yourself out, and you can't dry yourself because it's wet. It's always wet. It's the same old wet towel. Give me something new. Give me a fresh towel that's nice and comfy and dry. Okay? You have to surprise us, Microsoft. You have to give us something that it's going to surprise us. Kind of like this. Why can't you do this? Okay, you have Ninja Theory. Well, don't you think by now you should work with Ninja Theory and have Ninja Theory bring us something really groundbreaking? Why is that so hard? I mean, you have the resources. You have a powerful console, Anaconda. Why is that so difficult to do? So I hope that Microsoft can bring something other than just Halo, Gears, and more of these independent games that no one's really going to care about that much. All right. But as far as PlayStation, listen, guys, PlayStation's been sitting pretty since 2013. And I know that the Xbox fans don't want to hear this, but you're going to have to hear this, at least from me, from this geezer. PlayStation 4 has been sitting on top of the pyramid since 2013. Since 2013, they've been sitting pretty. And look at them. Good luck. If Microsoft wants to compete with Sony, you gotta bring something to the table. Otherwise, they're just gonna laugh. You guys are gonna be laughing stock. You already are laughing stock with that stupid console that you released. Xbox One, sad. Is anybody even buying that crap? Come on. Alright, well, there you have it, guys. I hope this video was interesting and informative. Like I said, I took notes. I wrote down these notes, and I hope that my theory gives you some clue. Gives you some clue on what I think is going on. Remember, all of this could be wrong. This is just my theory. I don't know this 100%. Okay? But this is what I have come up with my analysis, and this is what I've got. So look, I'm super stoked, super excited that we're gonna have an awesome, awesome holiday season. Uh, can't wait for the November, man. I'll be playing this nonstop. I want to say a couple of things. I will not be live streaming this, guys. I will refuse to live stream this because I don't want to spoil the experience. Game like this needs to be appreciated and experienced with every and each person by him or herself to experience this. Okay, and I will not spoil it. I will not spoil it. I will not live stream it. I want you guys, I want all of you to experience this game when it comes out November 8th. And I will do the same. I will not do any videos on it. I will not do, I mean, I will do some comparison with the OLED and the QLED and how does it look on the QLED, how does it look on the OLED, what settings am I using, stuff like that. But I'm not going to do any live streaming. I'm not going to live stream the game. I'm not going to spoil the game. I'm not going to talk about the game. You're not going to hear nothing from me about this game. But this is just a trailer analysis, and I could be wrong on all of this. But this is what I have come up with. All right? There's the notes. Those notes are also put on my YouTube feed, forums, so go check it out. Wow, it's been 30 minutes. Well, yeah, when it's a game like this, it takes the 30 minutes for me to talk about this. This is in 4K, just so you guys know. Clearly says 4K right here. And this is also being recorded in 4K. I'm using a green screen, but it's also being recorded in 4K. There's Mad Mickelson's. I also recommend that you see The Polar and The Arctic. Trust me, those two movies, fantastic, man. Especially The Arctic. Really great movie. Alright, well, there you have it, guys. I hope that this video was good enough for you and informative. Remember, these are just my opinions and theories. November 8th, 2019. Well, there you have it, guys. And I'm going to catch you guys pretty soon. Now, as far as the Blood and Truth PlayStation VR, I might do a little bit of it tonight. I might do a couple of playthroughs for like an hour, hour and a half or something like that. And then I'll continue on Thursday night and then Friday. And we'll finish it, you know. Alright, well, there you have it, guys. Thank you for watching this video. Okay? So, that's it. Let me know what you guys think. I want to hear, honestly. The main reason I made this video is to also give my opinions, my, theory, but also I would like to hear what you guys have to say. What are your theories? What do you think? Do you agree or disagree with my theories, or do you have some other ideas and other theories on what's going on here on the trailer? Either way, I think it's going to be fantastic, groundbreaking, 10 out of 10 masterpiece, period. And I've been saying it's going to be a masterpiece, and it is a masterpiece already. All right, guys. Well, there you have it. I'll catch you soon. Take care.